to Lisa Cheng Piano. This is Lisa Cheng talking from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Welcome to my second episode, Bach and Me, on Toccata in C minor. As I mentioned on my first episode, I have studied this piece for 2 years. And I am scheduled to perform in Calgary Performing Arts Festival in April. But lately, my wrist just had an injection of sport vis. Try to heal my tendonitis problem. It's on my right hand wrist. I'm still in a healing mode. I am hoping every day, and I pray every day that I will make it, because I think I'm ready to get up on the stage to perform the whole piece. It is interesting that whenever I talk about Bach or Bach Toccata or prelude or fugue, I always say that in a kind of heavy tone, because Bach really is no joke. It's no easy work. It's very grueling, I must say, specifically for Toccata. But at the same time, I love it. It's not that I am that kind of person who loves suffering. Is really, I think, the emotional and the learning aspect about tackling and learning and mastering a Bach piece is really rewarding, and I would say satisfying, in a sense of grow yourself, in a sense of making yourself a better musician, a better pianist. When I was young, I played a lot of Bach, which I mentioned in the previous episode. Now I'm also teaching piano, and I find that many of my students struggle to really get the music. First of all, the sight reading is very complex. Second of all, the music for them seems to be kind of distant. They don't really get it. They don't feel comfortable with that kind of music. Yes, indeed, it is an old music, but it is not like unachievable or something that we can never get it. I started learning Toccata about 3 years ago, starting with not this one. This C minor Toccata was something I have always wanted to learn. The first time I encountered this C minor Toccata was actually, more than 15 years ago. I still remember that was a Halloween night. My younger daughter was only about 1.5 years old, and that was the very first time she went out trick-or-treating. My husband took my girls out for trick-or-treating, and I stayed home to give out candies. I remember that was kind of the very, very beginning of YouTube channels starting out. Martha Argerich's, I can't remember, was it a live performance or a DVD, just a recording? I can't remember. I listened to it. I was totally stunned by it. I was like, wow, that was too amazing. That was too good. I wonder if one day I could ever play it. I think learning to play Bach is similar to reading classic literature. For example, for classic literature, you have to read Jane Austen. You have to read Mary Shelley. You have to read James Joyce or Oscar Wilde to know a thing or two about writing, about fiction, about characters, about how to construct something that is meaningful. For music, we have to play Bach. We have to learn Bach to know where's music coming from and how to construct a piece of music and what makes an art of music. The value coming out of a classic piece of art is enormous. And once you study it, once you have dived in it and you have performed it or you have applied it, the more you do it, the more you gain from it. And the more you invest your energy and involvement and effort to it, the more you get back from it. The effort is never wasted. But don't get me wrong, I do love pop music and modern music. I do have lots of moments when I listen to Taylor Swift or Bruno Mars. I hope I said it right. I do feel like, wow, why am I doing Bach? I mean, they're totally different. But as you mature, you have these mental compartments existing in you that you can categorize different kind of styles, different kind of art into different compartments because you become so big and accommodating and you are able to appreciate different kinds of forms of art. I do feel that I do not want listeners or my audience, my dear friends, to listen to a very, very long episode. I think it's better to break it up into different episodes, even multiple episodes to talk about Bach because there's just so much to talk about. I mean, as an intro and beginning, I think I'm going to stop right here. But still, am going to go into Bach Toccata in C minor. And we are going to keep talking. I'm going to see you very, very soon again in the next episode. Thank you so much for being with me. Thank you so much for listening to me. This is a brand new podcast, Lisa Cheng Piano. You are in Lisa Cheng Piano with Lisa Cheng, a classical pianist, songwriter, novelist, daydreamer, and mom, and piano teacher based in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. See you very soon.